What's up, Nostalgia Junkies? I'm Greg, and this is Growing Up Movies, your home for pop culture nostalgia and childhood creativity. So, today we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is action figures. At Growing Up Movies, we're all about things that make you happy. And collecting action figures, it made me happy when I was a kid, and it still makes me happy when I'm an adult. And I want to talk to you about why this is a totally fine thing to do as an adult, and actually how it can help you with your relationship with your kids if you have kids. But first, I want to show you some of the things that I collected when I was a kid. So down here, you see some of the original Star Wars figures. A lot of people remember those, the old Kenner figurines. And then there's that row is a starting lineup sports stars. They were popular in the 80s and 90s. We'll get into that a little later in another episode when we get into sports memorabilia. Then my second displayed row up here is some of the more obscure stuff. I can't believe I actually bought Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, that movie with Kevin Costner where he played an Englishman who couldn't speak with an English accent. Little Alan Rickman action there. We've got Star Trek. I wasn't even a Star Trek fan, but I bought them anyway. Hook, Steven Spielberg's Hook. That was Dustin Hoffman. Beetlejuice, and this Terminator 2. I remember that one. That was hard to get. And then these are action figures from the two the original Tim Burton Batman movies. Getting into how you can be creative with collecting action figures is how you display them, right? Now, I've looked online and I've seen a lot of examples of adult action figures displays in homes all over the world. This is one of my favorite that I did when I was a kid, the Indiana Jones display. And it's also a way that you can really connect with your kids. You know, your kids get action figures, you play with them together, and then you put them into a cool presentation in your kid's room, or even if you're an adult and you want to put them somewhere else in the house, that can be totally fun too. So it's a way that you can bond with your kids and also tap into that creativity yourself, almost like an element of interior design. So this is really fun, and these are just the old things that I have. I want to show you some of my newer ones over here. Now these come from a company called Super 7. They're out of San Diego and San Francisco. They've got a brick and mortar shop in the Mission District. And what they do is they get licenses and they make action figures out of all sorts of stuff, from G.I. Joe, Masters of the Universe. They do movies, cartoons, Teen Wolf. I just thought that one was so funny that they did that. Grateful Dead. You got Michael Myers, the Peanuts. Oh, that's Jabba the Hutt's bong. I don't know how that got in there. I must have bought that at Comic-Con or something weird. Okay, up here we got Beavis and Butthead action and Rocky. And this just scratches the surface. This company has had a bunch of different lines over the years. They did Gremlins, they did Jaws, Aliens, Back to the Future, Goonies. They even did Travis Bickle and Tony Montana from Taxi Driver and Scarface. Check them out at super7.com. I love these guys. I love what they do because they know how to tap into that adult nostalgia sense. And this is all about what makes you happy. You know, it's really difficult coming out of the pandemic and everything. So there's nothing wrong with being an adult and collecting action figures. Let's own it and let's just have fun with it. And you can have fun with your kids too. So thank you very much for joining us today. Please go check out our YouTube channel, follow us on social media, and subscribe to our newsletter at growingupmovies.com. We're going to talk more about action figures coming up, but we want to get into some specific childhood creativity stuff as well. Lots more fun stuff to come, so thank you for joining us.